Bredon Hill by Alfred Edward Houseman, 1859 to 1936. In summertime on Bredon, the bells they sound so clear. Round both the shires they ring them, in steeples far and near. A happy noise to hear. Here, of a Sunday morning, my love and I would lie, and see the coloured counties, and hear the larks so high about us in the sky. The bells would ring to call her, in valleys miles away. Come all to church, good people, come and pray. But here my love would stay. And I would turn an answer among the springing thyme. O peal upon our wedding, and we will hear the chime, and come to church in time. But when the snows at Christmas on Bredon top were strewn, my love rose up so early, and stole out unbeknown, and went to church alone. They tolled the one bell only. Groom there was none to see. The mourners followed after, and so to church went she, and would not wait for me. The bells they sound on Bredon, and still the steeples hum. Come all to church, good people. O noisy bells, be dumb. I hear you, I will come. Okay, so this is a poem by Alfred Houseman, A.E. Houseman. Let's see, he started out as a professor of Latin. I think he was a professor of Latin at Cambridge University. And then he became better known as a poet. Let's see, Bredon Hill. Bredon Hill, this is a hill near a small village in Worcestershire. And let's see, this poem is about two lovers, two people who love each other. And the poem is told with the sounds of bells, yeah, and the different bells, they have different meanings, and how the bells are part of their life. Anyway, this couple, they want to get married, but then suddenly at the end, the poem turns dark, and the writer's lover, she dies. And we hear the different bells for different things. So I think this is about the happiness of being in love, and how the sounds of the bells on the landscape affect the landscape, and how death is something that cannot, that comes to all of us, that we shouldn't take life for granted, and how at the end the author is very sad. So, in summertime on Bredon, the bells they sound so clear. Okay, so he's saying in the summer in this village you can hear the bells very clearly. Round both the shires they ring, in steeples far and near. So a steeple is the tall tower that where you find a bell, and the shires, the counties, Worcestershire, yeah, Shropshire. Okay, so these are administrative areas, or quite large ones. And you can hear these bells all over the countryside. And these bells, they make a really happy noise. So this first stanza is just setting the scene. Yeah. Notice in this poem how in all of the stanzas these last two lines rhyme. Normally the second and the fourth and the fifth. This is the same as the rhythm, for example, of a limerick, and Bredon ring them. Okay, so let's try the second one. Here of a Sunday morning, my love and I would lie. So, I think on Sunday mornings, his girlfriend and he would go to sit on Bredon Hill and see the coloured counties, so they could see the different counties around them, the beautiful countryside around them. So this is quite high up, and they have a very good view. And hear the larks so high about us in the sky. Again, lie high sky. The larks are beautiful birds that sing beautifully. So they would listen to the church bells while sitting on the mountain or the hill and listening to the birds singing. The bells would ring to call her in valleys miles away. Come all to church, good people come and pray. So the bells are calling them. They're calling them to church. They're calling his love to church, and she's probably saying, well, I really ought to go to church. You can hear the church bells calling me. But instead of going to church, she would stay here with him, because I think they were so happy and happily in love, and she wanted to be with him. And I would turn an answer among the springing thyme. O peal upon our wedding, and we will hear the chime, and come to church in time. So when she said to him, well, I really ought to go to church, and I would answer her among the springing thyme. Thyme is a herb, that grows, and it smells very sweetly. And I think the springing thyme, it's growing up. And I would say, I'm not sure actually if he's saying to her. I think he's answering the bells, to answer the bells. O peal upon our wedding. So a peal is a set of bells ringing. Ding dong ding dong, the special set of bells that they ring after a wedding. So he's saying to the bells, ring for our wedding. When we get married, you can ring for us. And we will hear the chime, we will hear the ringing, and we will come to church in time. We will come to church, and we won't be late. Because the bells are ringing in the valley or in the area are ringing, saying, come to church, you'll be late, you'll be late. And suddenly this is where the poem turns. But when the snows at Christmas on Bredon top were strewn. So now it's winter. And there is snow on the top of Bredon Hill. The snow is strewn, it's scattered about. My love rose up so early, and stole out unbeknown, and went to church alone. So here literally it's saying one morning she got up very early, and she went to church. However, what does he mean by went to church? And he will explain that in the next line. But she went to the church alone. She went without him. So why would she go to church without him? Because it's her funeral. So stole out. She left unbeknown to me. I didn't know she had gone. and she went to church alone. They tolled the one bell only. Dong, dong, dong. This is the bell tolling for death. Groom, there were none to see. So the bride and the groom, this wasn't a marriage. Yeah. The mourners followed after. So the mourners are the people who are sad and go to a funeral. And so to church she went, and would not wait for me. Okay, so she went to church, but without him. She went to her funeral. The bells they sound on Bredon. Okay, so he's repeating this where it starts. Yeah, this is a repetition of this to add to the idea. This is effectively anaphora. Yeah, repeating. And come all to church, good people. Again, he's repeating what came before. So the bells they sound on Bredon. So the bells still ring, and he still hears them. And still the steeples hum. So here, to hum, full of noise. Yeah, the bells sound maybe happily. Come all to church, good people. So the steeples are still saying, come to church. But now when he hears the bells, he's sad. Oh, noisy bells, be dumb. Be quiet. I don't want to hear you. It reminds me of her. And then he says, okay, I hear you. I will come. And in this last one, I think he's saying both, I will come to church, and one day I will join her in death as well at the same time. So there you go. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Bredon Hill by A.E. Houseman.